So I like this. This is fun, but it has its issues. Hey, what's up? Today I have Studio Series Bumblebee movie Cliffjumper from the awesome and kind of sad scene from Bumblebee, which, go watch the film, I'm not going to spoil it. This guy is a smaller deluxe, but retails at the same 20 to 25 US dollars or 30 Canadian, which is a little much for this guy, but he's still pretty cool. This is based on the Jeep Bumblebee mold, I think. I don't have that figure, but it does share a lot of similarities from what I can see, so I'm pretty sure it's the same, if not a very similar mold to that. Now, I want to say this right now. Hasbro, stop using clear plastic as joints. It's bad structurally, and over time it will break. You might not break like the thing immediately, but over time they'll just disintegrate. The chest, clear plastic. The legs, joints on the legs, clear plastic. The wheels, clear plastic. The back, clear plastic. It's all gonna break. The feet too, clear plastic. Why? It doesn't need to be like that. Hasbro doesn't distribute exclusives to other countries, region locks a damn digital event, like why, and makes brittle movie toys. And not all of them are brittle, but a lot of the movie toys that have come out recently are brittle, and adding clear plastic to something that's already brittle and thin is going to be even worse. Ranting aside, I like this thing. So this guy has problems in the lower legs. They do not want to stay tabbed in, and it is super annoying. It's so fiddly. It's just frustrating when you want to pose him and all of a sudden, his legs are out of alignment. The cannon's cool, looks just like Bumblebee's, and I believe it's based on the one in the movie. I can't remember, haven't seen the movie in a while. This guy also has cool weapon storage, which slides right into the back, which I forgot to film. Next to other Studio Series figures, he's in scale with them. He's in scale with them. Next to B, and yes, I still refuse to open this thing because F this figure, it's terrible. So I get a lot of comments, especially on my Bumblebee Kibble Fix video, which is my most viewed video, and people in the comments at least don't seem to like it very much because I basically bash this thing. And here's why. Because you're paying $30 for a toy that doesn't hold together, can't transform properly, isn't based off the film design, it's based off concept art, and I don't care about the concept art, I want a design from the film, and it just overall isn't fun to transform, it's not fun to pose, it's too back heavy, the backpack's a mess. Granted, you get some cool accessories, that's it really. Even the box art is concept art, because it's got the door wings. Yes, I know he had the goddamn door wings, but the door wings were folded on his back. That's what I meant when I said the design did not have these door wings. Because they weren't like this. They were like this in one shot when he was transforming and he got stuck halfway through because he was in the house. That was it. That is why I hate this figure. To all the people who are saying that I shouldn't hate this thing because it's based off concept art. Oh, he's got the door wings in the movie. There's a reason for that. That is why. This thing is trash. Now, I didn't pay for this one. Hasbro sent me this because my Earthrise wheeljack broke, and they're like, oh, we don't make that figure, but we'll give you something of equal value, and they still make this thing? That just makes no sense. Anyways, yeah, that is why I hate this thing to death. Please, in the comments of that video, stop telling me that I should like this thing, because it's not good. It's not good. I mean, if you like this thing, good for you. That's great. I'm not going to tell you to not like this thing. I don't like this thing. That's why I'm keeping it in the box. I had no desire to open this, and I'm going to shoot a size comparison that I forgot to shoot with this guy for his review. I'm editing it, so yeah. I don't like this thing. It can fuck off. Also, Topspin's soft weapons are trash. Posability is decent, but the fiddly bits are super annoying. And the head's funky, the neck's like sticking straight forward a little bit, so when you turn it, it looks weird. I mean, even straight on, his head looks like it's sticking straight forward a little too much. But I mean, I can look past that. Transformation's fine, but the damn clear parts are so scary to transform. Like, the chest is too tight and it's scary to move. The back tabs in so securely in car mode that getting it out is very scary. It's just overall, it's a fun transformation, but it's a scary one that you don't want to just like go all ham in there and try and rip things out, because you will break it. Just a quick aside here, just wanted to point out the proper way to get this guy out of a vehicle mode so that you don't break the plastic, because this entire thing here is clear, minus the backplate, but this entire thing's clear, which can break. So what you want to do, instead of just yanking on this top section to pull it off, you want to get your fingernail under here and push this section down. So when you do that, it separates the top from the bottom, causing it to not break these tabs off, there goes the gun, or break these hinges, because if you just yank on it, it's going to come off. And then for the chest, let's just get this guy done here real quick. Get all this crap out of the way. Why is that clear? It does not have to be clear. That doesn't have to be clear. Why is that clear? It just... Hasbro, you're ruining your own toys. That is gonna come off. Jeez, I can feel it. Okay, but for the chest here, to open it up, what I'd recommend doing is getting your finger all the way down at the back there, and then putting your thumb right underneath this section, and then push with your thumb and pull very gently with your finger, because if you just yank on this, you'll break the hinges off because they're clear plastic and they're very tight. So you want to make sure that you get that fully open, and then when closing it, push closer to the bottom, not towards the top, because you don't want to snap it off. You don't want to put too much leverage on it because that will break the hinge. So yeah, that's just some quick little tips on how to avoid breaking the clear plastic. These though, I feel like are gonna break very, very easily because you have to like yank them past other panels and stuff. They're gonna snap. Anyways, back to the regular video. Car mode's really cool. I love the way it looks. As you saw, the transformation, the gun stores in the inside of the car, which is really cool. This also looks pretty accurate to what we see in the film. We only see Bumblebee's vehicle mode, not Cliff's. But it's, I mean, they're the same thing basically, so it looks pretty cool. Next to other cars, it does look out of place, but next to any War for Cybertron figure, it fits in because it's a Cybertronian vehicle. Overall, I'd say get this guy as long as you're delicate with the transformation. He isn't really worth the price, but if you can find him for a couple dollars off, like maybe 25 Canadian, which is around 22-ish US dollars, then I'd say pick it up for sure. It's neat, it's cool, it's a good Bumblebee mold, because yes, it is a Bumblebee mold. But again, it's those clear plastic joints that make me hesitant on recommending this guy for everybody, because he will break. I mean, I have experience with clear plastic joints just breaking on their own. MPM Optimus, Masterpiece Exhaust, Earthrise Wheeljack, they just crack just on their own. There's what's that? The old Chug Prowl. That thing broke on me as well because of the clear plastic, just due to its age. So yeah, please, like there's a lot of clear plastic bits on here, like the feet that didn't need to be clear plastic because the entire thing is just painted red. I would have been completely fine with all red feet and maybe like some black for that headlight instead of making the whole foot clear plastic just to have the headlight clear. It's a dumb design. I don't like it. But overall, the figure looks neat. Transformation's fun. Again, just be delicate with it and you should be fine. Now that's my look at Studio Series Cliffjumper. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Patreon, $1 a month if you're feeling generous. Links in the description. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, which is Topspin, which is one of my favorite deluxes of all time, surprisingly. So yeah, goodbye.